Tonight on Newswatch, Champaign police share details of a Tuesday evening shooting. What we know tonight.
Plus, a local school shares dramatic video of a damaging storm earlier this week when classes are set to return. Ben?
And it was a pleasant spring day today across East Central Illinois. Partly cloudy skies looking off towards the west or towards the northwest on our EIU tower cam. We'll have more or less similar temperatures to what we did today, but before those warmer temperatures return, we have a little bit more rain to get through. This is Newswatch, your Wednesday evening edition starts now.
The Charleston House proudly supports Newswatch. Now welcoming guests on Charleston's historic 6th Street, the Charleston House Bed and Breakfast Inn offers refined accommodations in a beautifully restored bed and breakfast. For booking information, visit craigcollection.com or call the number on screen.
TCI Realty, Charleston area's real estate connection, commercial, land and farm, and residential real estate. Experienced realtors with an up-to-date website at tcirealty.net. TCI Realty supports the students of WEIU Newswatch.
Champaign police are sharing details of a recent shooting. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Andrew Spade.
And I'm Olivia Bennett. Yesterday afternoon, police were dispatched to the 100 block of North Mantis Avenue near a Schnucks grocery store. On arrival, officers learned that an 18-year-old male had been shot. Authorities located the victim just a few blocks away from the incident, and the Champaign Fire Department says they administered emergency medical aid and the man was taken to an area hospital in stable condition. Officers say they're still looking for the gunman, and if you have any information on the incident, please call the number on your screen. A Macon County man pleads not guilty to child pornography charges. Court records show 19-year-old Spencer Price is charged with 8 counts of possessing child sexual abuse material, each punishable by up to 7 years in prison. According to those records, Price waived his right to a preliminary hearing this morning and was denied pretrial release. The Illinois Attorney General announced Price's arrest on April 16th after a search of his home in the 1000 block of Woodland Drive in Mount Zion. His next hearing is set for July 9th.
Classes are set to resume at a Pike County school following storm damage earlier this week. That damage happened at DeLand Weldon School, and it was caught on a security camera and shared by the district today. Additional photos show the storms ripped off parts of the building's roofing, but school leaders say with the help from the volunteers and staff, they've been able to move classes from the damaged part of the elementary school to the undamaged part. Those classes are set to meet again in person tomorrow.
Partly cloudy day today for most of us across East Central Illinois. We'll start to see these clouds slowly clearing out as we get overnight tonight. High temperatures for us only up into the lower 60s for majority of us. Our warm spot was over the border in Indiana. 65 degrees was our warm spot in Terre Haute. 61 degrees in Taylorville and Decatur. For us here in Charleston, 62 degrees for our high today. It was a windy day out there as well. Some of these wind gusts close to 30 miles an hour from the northwest up in Champaign. A few places are missing that data, but these winds coming in from the northwest help to promote some below average temperatures throughout our day today. Still more or less around our daytime highs today, though we are starting to cool down. 58 degrees under those partly cloudy skies here in Charleston. Still in the 60s in Terre Haute and in Robinson. I'll be talking about a warm up and our next chance for a little bit of rain coming up in just a few minutes.
Thanks, Ben. A major water project is coming to rural Illinois. The U.S. Department of Agriculture says it's allocated more than $5.5 million to EJ Water Cooperation for a construction of a new reservoir near Holland in Effingham County. The 48-acre reservoir will serve over 16,000 people across 7 counties. USDA officials say it will improve access to clean and reliable water and supply for up to 6 months. The current reservoir supply lasts only 3 days. The funding includes federal loans and a grant through the Rural Water Program. The Illinois Department of Transportation is rolling out more environmentally friendly solutions to erosion. IDOT says they've begun using new plastic-free erosion control blankets in construction projects around the state. The blankets, made with natural, biodegradable fibers, keep bare soil in place while vegetation grows. Officials say traditional plastic blankets don't break down quickly, can damage mowing equipment, and contribute to more microplastics in waterways. They also say plastic-free blankets perform about the same and are similar in cost. An overturned semi-truck shut down a major road in Taylorville this morning. The Christian County Sheriff's Office reports a semi-truck tractor trailer struck the train overpass on Route 29 at around 10:30 a.m. After striking the bridge, the vehicle overturned, blocking multiple lanes of traffic. Authorities say it took 2 hours to clear the wreck and reopen Route 29. One person was reportedly injured and taken to the hospital. For more than 35 years, one local organization has worked to make homes for families that may not be able to have them on their own.
Newswatch's Robbie Crownson shows their latest build and why it's a huge milestone for the organization.
This is Coles County Habitat for Humanity. On Saturday, volunteers began building a home in Mattoon. Executive Director Melissa McDowell says this is just the latest of many homes the organization has built.
It's the kickoff of our build season. We have our amazing regular volunteers here today, along with our family, Destiny Crow. She's our 49th family, and we're just getting started on her build.
Every person here is a volunteer putting in hours to build this home. Even the future homeowner must meet a requirement of 225 volunteer hours of sweat equity. That's nothing new for the home's future owner, Destiny Crow.
It's a blessing. It's honestly experience that it's brand new. I've never had this kind of experience before.
Her mother, Aisha Crow, also received a Habitat home.
9 years ago, Habitat built my house, and this is my daughter, so she was helping with that build.
And someone else is putting in sweat equity hours too. Jamie Milton is on track to be the next homeowner after Destiny's build.
They allow you to rent the house before you buy it so that the appraisal is much cheaper. So for me, this is the only way I would be able to own my own home, and they facilitated that for me. Isn't that just amazing?
This project is projected to finish in October. In Mattoon, I'm Robbie Crownson for WEIU Newswatch.
Thanks, Robbie. Great story. Native leaders are bringing their concerns to state lawyers. Native Americans gathered Tuesday at the Illinois Capitol for the 4th annual Native American Summit. Tribal representatives met with lawmakers to raise awareness about issues like education, housing, and healthcare, and to make sure Native voices are included in state decisions. Participants were recognized on the state floor, followed by traditional singing, drumming, and dancing outside the Capitol building. Now, according to Capitol News Illinois, organizers say the summit event helps build connections and keep Native issues visible. Well, we're finishing another beautiful day in East Central Illinois, Olivia.
That is right, Andrew. Well, fortunately, Ben Whitney returns with what we can expect for the rest of the week. Ben?
We'll be staying pretty pleasant throughout most of the rest of the work week. Temperatures right now across the nation cooler than average for a lot of the Midwest. 47 degrees in the Windy City and 67 down in Oklahoma City. We'll be seeing temperatures getting back on the rise. All of the details of when we'll expect that warm up coming up next.
Here's a dapper little dude whose sense of style is about more than outward appearance. New Jersey first grader Jordan got his first tie from his grandmother. It's now grown into a full-blown collection, and his sharp look has folks taking notice. That confidence caught on, inspiring instructional coach Maria Milan to create a children's book in his honor. Titled Jordan Fisher Wears a Tie, it's intended to show kids the power of being your authentic self. Look at this girl looking stylish in her brand new ride. That's Claire in her custom car. Claire has spina bifida and is paralyzed from the knees down. Students at the University of Southern Maine gifted her this adaptive toy to help her get on the go. Fully decked out in Claire's favorite color, yellow, slapped with stickers and the ability to haul a wheelchair for extra mobility. Claire's mom says this special gift is going to help her keep up with other kids and access places she couldn't get to before. Here's a not-so-smooth ride as a delivery debacle is caught on camera when paper goes flying across a New York interstate. Reportedly, the truck was carrying undeliverable bulk business mail when it lost the load. Bright side, no one was hurt and no one suffered a delivery delay. Finally, no one likes getting blasted in the beak on camera, especially if it's posted for the world to see. Let's not laugh too much at this bird's misery. It's not normal misery, it's award-winning misery. Titled, "Now Where Is My Nest?", this pic claimed the Sterna People's Choice Award for the Nikon Comedy Wildlife Awards. Showing a gannet taking a face full of grass during a windy day in Yorkshire, England, it beat out 40 other finalists in an online vote to claim the top spot. For Take a Look at This, I'm Patrick Cornell.
I stood in this very studio for the first time, just as today's WEIU Newswatch students do. I was nervous, excited, and ready to learn. But WEIU believed in me. As a Newswatch alum, I learned how to tell stories that matter. I found my voice here. Today, WEIU needs your help to keep that same opportunity alive for the next student, the next story, and the next 40 years. Please consider giving using one of the methods on your screen. WEIU needs you now more than ever.
Good evening. It's been a very wet week so far across East Central Illinois. We had a little bit of rainfall last night to add to those significant rain totals that we experienced Monday and Tuesday. 0.4 of an inch of rain was one of our high spots in Effingham. They were also the high spots during our storms on Monday. 1/10 of an inch in Charleston, Robinson, and in Paris. Most of our northern communities and off towards the west didn't see quite as much rainfall over the border. 0.3 of an inch in Terre Haute. Now, that's in addition to the rainfall that we saw on Monday and Tuesday. And Effingham was also top of the board for those totals as well. Just shy of 3.5 inches of total rainfall. Right next was us here in Charleston, around 3.15 inches of rainfall. But most of us well over that 2-inch mark. Our lowest spots, Decatur, just over 2 inches of rainfall. Tuscola right around the 2 8/10 mark. Tuscola just shy of Urbana just shy of 2 4/10 of an inch. A little bit of cloud cover throughout our day today, but this high pressure is starting to trek over from the Great Plains. That's going to help to clear out skies as we head throughout our day today. And this cold front that pushed through with that rain system last night helped to bring on those northwestern winds a little bit stronger for some of us throughout the day today. Up towards the north, those wind gusts were gusting close to 30 miles an hour in Champaign. The wind gusts won't be as significant of a factor during our day tomorrow, but temperatures will stay pretty consistent with where we were today. Around 62 degrees for our high in Charleston. 65 degrees was our warm spot in Terre Haute. 64 down to the south in Effingham and in Robinson. These current conditions are starting to drop down into the 50s. 58 degrees right now here in Charleston. 59 degrees in Decatur and in Champaign. Overnight, though, we'll see these temperatures getting down into the 30s tonight. It's being helped by those clearing skies. That's going to help to let some more of that solar radiation we received throughout the day today escape back into the atmosphere, help drop our temperatures back down to the 30s. We'll be right at 39 degrees here in Charleston. Those winds coming in from the north, gusts could get closer to 20 miles an hour at times. But again, gusts won't be too strong throughout our daytime tomorrow. We'll be a few degrees cooler here in Charleston than our 62-degree high today. 60 degrees we'll finish up at for your Thursday. A little bit of variety of cloud cover throughout our daytime. A little bit of a break in the clouds around the noon hour. Then those clouds will start to build up, especially towards the evening, as we expect our next chance for rain showers as we head into Friday morning. No severe weather or thunderstorms really expected with the rain showers that'll be moving through into Friday. You can see that here on our futurecast. Those clouds will start to clear out as we get overnight tonight, helping clear up our skies as we start Thursday morning. Those clouds again starting to build in from the west. You can already see a few of those showers starting to get a little splotchy off towards the north and west. The main portion of rain that's going to be coming through is right around the 9 to 10 o'clock hours tomorrow. Won't be bringing us a whole lot of rain. Most of us really expect right around or less than 1/10 of an inch, but it will help to wet the ground and add to what's already been a pretty rainy week so far here across East Central Illinois. And for the next couple of days after this rain fast showers move through Thursday night, we're going to be seeing pretty dry conditions for your weekend, but we are tracking our next chance for some potential rainfall as we get Sunday night and into Monday to start your next work week. That's when we're finally going to start seeing temperatures start to warm back up a little bit. 56 degrees on Friday under mostly sunny skies. It'll be a gorgeous weekend out there, though still below average temperature-wise. 54 degrees on Saturday, 63 degrees on Sunday. We'll see these temperatures finally back up around our average on Monday. Our average for this time of year is typically in the mid to lower 70s. That's being caused by a trough in our upper level jet stream, helping to promote some cooler temperatures coming in from the north with those northern winds, helping to keep our temperatures on the cooler side. But off towards the west, a ridge of warmer air is starting to form and starting to slowly move back in we won't be getting the bulk of this warmer air, but it will start to replace some of those colder temperatures that we saw. And looking long term, though, this warm up won't be lasting for too much longer. We are expected to be below average for the next 6 to 10 days. Now, again, that average right around the 73-degree mark here in Charleston. We won't really be exceeding that on our 7-day forecast, but still 60 degrees for our day tomorrow, 56 degrees on Friday, down to 54 degrees to start our weekend on Saturday. Then those cloudy or sunny skies will start to be replaced by a couple chances for some showers first on Monday, but temperatures back up near the 70s. Then we'll expect a cold front system to push through, bringing us some more showers as we get to Wednesday. Temperatures back down in the lower 60s. So overall, though, a little bit cooler, but will be pleasant and much needed break from those storms we experienced earlier this week.
Yeah, thank you, Bennett. It was definitely a wet week out there. I know your house got a little wet.
Yeah, so my house was flooded. When I came inside, when I opened up the door, there was like an inch of water on the ground. It was terrible because there were a bunch of beetles outside, and it washed all of the beetles into my house.
Ew.
I hate bugs.
Beetle water.
You guys know that. No, it was really scary. I'm not going to lie. Anyway, on another note, thank you, Ben. Tossing to sports, we have Pierce Lehman with a quick look at the Sportscast. What's up, Pierce?
What's up, Olivia? Tonight in sports, the EIU baseball team looks to continue their impressive season. Plus, all 3 local MLB teams are in action. How did they do? I'll have the highlights. Thanks for watching. WEIU Sports Watch Report is coming up next.
Hi, I'm Everett Lau, an Eastern Illinois University graduate from the class of 2021. As an Edgar County farm kid, I grew up with a childhood dream of becoming a broadcast meteorologist. I spent a lot of time in the WEIU studio during my 4 years in college, and that's how I got to this studio, WTHI TV in Terre Haute, Indiana. WEIU prepared me for long nights of tracking thunderstorms, fine-tuning details of approaching winter storms, and how to be a broadcaster in general, whether it was weather, news, or even sports. I needed WEIU to achieve my dream, and now WEIU needs me and you to help carry out its mission of setting up students for success. Please consider making a financial gift to support WEIU so the station and its dedicated staff can continue operating this outstanding training ground for aspiring broadcasters, journalists, and scientists. Your gift can allow local students like me provide local programming for our local communities. Learn more at weiu.net or by calling the station. Thanks for watching.
We start the night with high school baseball. Let's take a look at yesterday's action. Tuscola moves to 12-9 after beating Heritage 8-1. The Warriors will play tonight against the Clinton Maroons. Terre Haute South Vigo upset Effingham 4-2. Teutopolis takes down Newton 7-1. That moves the Eagles to 17-3 on the year. Finally, St. Anthony wins over Tolono Unity 5-2. After losing their last game against UT Martin, the Panthers now compete in a midweek matchup against the Bradley Braves. Eastern Illinois is 24-15 on the year and currently sits second in the OVC behind Southeast Missouri. The Panthers will look towards James Love, who has a 43-game on-base streak. First pitch is in a few minutes at Dozer Park in Peoria, Illinois. We now move to the pros, where the White Sox looked for a sweep against the Los Angeles Angels. The White Sox complete the sweep, winning in extra innings thanks to a walk-off single from Colson Montgomery. The South Side is now 14-17 on the year and sit in third and sit at third in the AL Central. The White Sox will get a day off before traveling to San Diego to take on the Padres on Friday. Going back to last night, after winning their last game in the 9th inning, the St. Louis Cardinals offense goes on a tear against the Pirates. The Redbirds tally a total of 12 hits, and 5 different Cardinals scored an RBI as they take the second game 11-7. Jordan Walker got 2 hits and 3 RBIs. The Cardinals now move to 16-13 on the year. The Redbirds are currently in action against the Pirates right now. Sports Watch will have a recap tomorrow. The Cubs are currently on a 3-game losing streak. Can they end that skid against the San Diego Padres? The Cubs start off fast, scoring 2 runs off of this double from Dansby Swanson. Chicago is up by 2. The Padres get a run and then get another run from this Ty France single. This game is tied, and it stays tied until the 6th when Nico Horner gets a 2-run single, and the Cubbies now have the lead. Pete Crow Armstrong sees all this scoring and says, "I want some of that," as he drills a 410-foot 3-run bomb. The Cubs win this one 8-3. Chicago is currently in action against the Padres, and at last check, the Cubbies are winning 5-4 heading into the top of the 9th. Well, it's finally here. After a year waiting, the most exciting 2 minutes in sports is returning this weekend. The 152nd Kentucky Derby is Saturday. 24 horses are set to run the race. Renegade currently has the best odds to win. Renegade is set at post 1, and no horse has won from post 1 since 1986. Another strong candidate is Danon Bourbon, who has the chance to become the first Japan-based horse to win the Derby. Before the Derby, the Kentucky Oaks takes place on Friday. The Oaks is a series of races where the winner can earn a spot at the starting gate of the Derby. The Oaks start on Friday, while the Kentucky Derby starts on Saturday at 7 at the Churchill Downs racetrack. Finally tonight, Lincoln Land Community College is mourning the death of student-athlete Michael Robertson. He was a catcher for the Loggers baseball team. Well, that's all for sports. Olivia, Andrew, back to you.
Thank you, Pierce. That's a sad story. Now coming up, Ben Whitney has a final check of your Skywatch forecast.
On a different note tonight, police at the University of Illinois share details of an unusual traffic stop, and you're not going to want to miss that in tonight's parting story. Thanks for watching. This is Newswatch on WEIU.
Ted Lasso and the gang are back for a new season with a new team. Ted returns to Richmond to coach a women's football squad in need of his particular brand of inspiration. Season 4 of Ted Lasso premieres August 5th. Laura Dern is checking into The White Lotus. The Oscar and Emmy-winning actress has joined the cast of the HBO series for its 4th season. The move comes after Helena Bonham Carter left the show shortly after filming for the new season got underway. Dern reportedly will play a new character rather than filling the role Carter was to play. Another Stranger Things animated adventure is on the way. Just days after Stranger Things Tales from 85 debuted, Netflix has renewed the series for a 2nd season. The streamer says the Hawkins Investigators Club is due to return with new episodes this fall. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Hello, I'm Blake Wood, Eastern Illinois University class of 2006. I worked at WEIU Newswatch all 4 years of college and still have the collection of vintage shirts to prove it. The experience I gained at WEIU launched my career in TV news and public relations. Today, WEIU needs your help now more than ever. With the loss of federal funding, I'm asking you to join me in supporting the station. Visit WEIU.net to make your donation. What I'll always remember about WEIU are the lifelong friends I made and the professional experience I gained working at the station. It's where I anchored my first newscast, covered severe weather, and told stories that mattered to communities like Charleston, Arcola, Casey, and Paris. If you value education, local news, and local programming, please donate online or call the station. Support WEIU. Thank you.
Finally tonight, have you ever seen a couch out for a cruise around town? Well, yeah, neither have I, but that's not the case for one University of Illinois police officer. U of I police say Officer Hesselman was in for a shock this Sunday to pull over a couch car wheeling around the university's campus. Police say the car was built by students in the American Society of Mechanical Engineers. And yes, it actually works. Police say the traffic stop was all in good fun and made for some pretty sweet photos. Well, Ben Whitney is back with a recap of your Skywatch forecast. Ben, are we going to have any couch cruising weather this week?
So unfortunately, you couldn't do any couch surfing with all the rain that we had this week. But temperatures will be on the cooler side tonight, 39 degrees for our overnight low. We will see mostly clear skies, though that will start to change as we get throughout our daytime tomorrow. But back up to the 60-degree mark here in Charleston, we'll see some varying levels of cloud cover throughout our daytime. Winds continuing to come in from the northwest behind that cold front that brought us some rain last night. We'll see temperatures continuing to drop ever so gradually throughout Friday and Saturday, down to 54 degrees for our coldest temperature this next 7 days. Then we'll finally start warming back up to 63 degrees on Sunday, back up to the 70s for the start of next work week, but we are tracking our next chances for some rain both on Monday and on Wednesday.
Well, it's nice knowing my couch on wheels won't get wet out there.
Yeah, you know, I was hoping that maybe we can make like a couch news van.
Ooh.
I'm just throwing it out there.
Maybe.
Thank
You, Ben. And thank you for joining us. For more news and weather, be sure to log on to our website at WEIU.net.
There you'll find real-time forecasts and the news video of the day.
And if news is happening in your community, let us know by dropping us an email at news@WEIU.net.
Have a great night.
The Charleston House proudly supports Newswatch. Now welcoming guests on Charleston's historic 6th Street, the Charleston House Bed and Breakfast Inn offers refined accommodations in a beautifully restored bed and breakfast. For booking information, visit craigcollection.com or call the number on screen.
TCI Realty, Charleston area's real estate connection. Commercial, land and farm, and residential real estate. Experienced realtors with an up-to-date website at tcirealty.net. TCI Realty supports the students of WEIU Newswatch.